Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lape. Today I'm going to be talking about attachment theory or attachment styles and how they affect your relationship. There are many uses for understanding attachment theory. It helps in developing closeness with babies and also in building bonds in the workplace. But today I'm going to be talking about attachment theory and how it affects romantic relationships. If you've never heard of attachment styles before, don't move a muscle because that's what I'm going to be focusing on today. The whole idea about attachment styles was developed by a psychologist known as John Bowlby. Attachment in this case is described as the bond between you and the caregiver you had as a child. So people develop their attachment styles early in life. Attachment styles can help explain why you keep repeating the same patterns over and over again when it comes to relationships. For example, you may get clingy in relationships, or you may be the type of person who gets more distant the more serious a relationship gets. So understanding attachment theory and your particular attachment style can help you break an unsatisfactory relationship pattern and instead help you create relationships with people who are more suitable for you. According to John Bowlby, there are 4 different attachment styles, and people generally show a combination of different attachment styles. The 4 attachment styles are anxious or preoccupied, avoidant or dismissive, fearful avoidant or disorganized, and secure attachment style. People with an anxious attachment style often rely on their partner for validation or approval and tend to become clingy in relationships. They often have low self-esteem and are usually jealous partners who don't like being alone. People with this type of attachment style often have a very deep fear of abandonment. They feel unworthy of love and need constant reassurance from their partner. A person with an anxious attachment style would ideally work on themselves and on building their self-confidence before they go into a relationship. Such a person would do well to stay single for a while after a relationship ends, rather than going from relationship to relationship without a break. Once in a relationship, people with an anxious attachment style need to develop spheres of life outside of their partner, so that they don't rely on their partner for validation. Since clinginess and a constant need for reassurance can drive their partner away, leading to abandonment, the very thing they don't want. People with an avoidant attachment style appear to not want emotional intimacy and often hide their feelings. They often have high self-esteem and usually appear to not need their partner. A person with an avoidant attachment style doesn't like talking about their feelings. They don't trust people and are often jealous of other relationships that their partner might have, even non-romantic relationships. A person with an avoidant attachment style would need to admit to themselves that they want to be in a relationship so that they can select the right person for them. Such a person should be ready to be vulnerable and should choose partners who are good listeners and who are patient. Since they themselves find it so difficult to be open about their feelings, they need a partner who is prepared to stay as long as is needed to elicit information from them. When in a relationship, a person with an avoidant attachment style must remind themselves all the time that they need to talk about their feelings and not bottle things up inside. They must remember to try to communicate and say how they feel, especially when they feel hurt, before deciding that a relationship is hopeless and leaving it in search of something else. People with a fearful avoidant attachment style often appear like they are 2 different people emotions-wise when they are in relationships. For example, at times they show signs that they want emotional intimacy and other times they avoid it, thus confusing their partner. People with this attachment style show signs of both anxious attachment style and fearful attachment style. They may also do things like self-harm or abuse substances. People with fearful avoidant attachment style are another group who should give themselves time in between relationships. They need time to recalibrate and pour love into themselves so that they can be fully whole and emotionally self-reliant. Once in a relationship, a person with a fearful avoidant attachment style should be extra patient with themselves and with their partner. They need to realize that no relationship is perfect, and that, for example, having an argument does not mean that a relationship has to end, or that a partner doing something that hurts you means that they are like all the others and the relationship is doomed. People with this type of attachment style need to make their partner aware of their emotional duality and must make a conscious effort to communicate with their partner all the time. People with a secure attachment style have the ideal attachment style. Such people are comfortable expressing their emotions. They love relationships but are fine being single too. They trust their partner and they are emotionally stable. They have a healthy self-esteem and do not rely on others for validation. People with a secure attachment style are the perfect people to have relationships with. Sadly though, perfection does not exist. So while we may never actually have a secure attachment style or find people with that attachment style, it is still one for all of us to aspire to. If you know your attachment style, you can work on it to change your relationship pattern and therefore get the sort of relationship that you want in the future. I hope you found this video helpful. If you want personalized help from me, book a coaching session with me. Check out my different coaching options and their prices by going to www.bit.ly.com/Lape Love Coach. For more love and relationship content that you'll find here on my channel, listen to my podcast. Subscribe and listen to my podcast for free by going to www.bit.ly.com/Lape's podcast. If you want more tips from me on how to be happy while you're single and how to navigate the world of relationships, follow me on Instagram. I've written a lot of ebooks for the single man and woman over the age of 30. These books are about love and relationships. If you want to get any of them, just go to www.bit.ly.com/Lape's books. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up below, share it with your friends, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the red subscribe button you'll see down below, or by clicking on my picture that you'll see on the screen. After you subscribe, remember to click on the bell that you'll see there so that you'll be notified as soon as a new video of mine comes out. I wish you love and strength.